Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. This week, we're going to be making our own custom AR face filter, which you can actually use right now. But wait, watch the video first, then go use it. Now, digital face filters on social media have actually been popular for a long time. I'm sure everyone remembers the iconic dog filter on Snapchat from 2016. And then, as Instagram kind of stole a bunch of ideas from Snapchat, Instagram filters for stories also became quite popular.
New face filters on Instagram today. This is my favorite one so far.
And then later, TikTok also kind of took the idea, and face filters became ubiquitous on there as well. And over the years, I've always been interested in face filters, how they're made, and how people use them. To me, it's the one area where people routinely interact with augmented reality on a regular basis. And it's an arena of AR technology that seems like it works pretty well, versus things like digital clothing, which we tried out last year, that still have a long ways to go. Oh my god, look at the hands, the gloves. The gloves look terrifying. Obviously, there is a negative side of filters for filters that are meant to be unknown to the audience, like slimming filters, elongating filters, skin smoothing filters. They can project unrealistic body and beauty standards. And even some filters that are supposed to be more visible, like cute everyday makeup filters, can contain face-altering effects that are pretty much unattainable in real life. But there are also many types of face filters, like the OGs, that are very obviously present and just for fun. There are a lot that are not really beauty related, like the Marie Antoinette running filter, mouth hearts, and the large number of who are my animated character parents type roulette filters. But a lot of beauty related filters have also become super popular just as fun teaching tools and content generators. Filters that help show you where you should draw your eyebrows or place your contour, and filters that cycle through different eyeliner, cheek, and lip looks to inspire you. So this week, we're gonna be making our very own face filter for Instagram and TikTok, seeing how the whole process works, and if we can get anyone to use it. But before we dive in, I just want to take a quick moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, PayPal Honey. Now, there's actually a bunch of filters on TikTok and Instagram called Honey, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Honey, the free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes so you don't have to save you money when you shop online. Trying on this filter might be free, but if you want to recreate it IRL, you're gonna need lashes, shades, a whole lot of plumping lip gloss, and Honey's got your back. Working on a huge variety of different websites you already shop on. In fact, viewers of this channel, that's you guys, who have downloaded Honey using my links in the past have found over $4.2 million in savings. That's pretty sweet, just like Honey. Oh, so thanks to Honey for enabling years of wild antics on this channel, and make sure you install Honey for free using my code joinhoney.com/Safiya to save some of your hard-earned cash. And with that, let's get back to the drawing board. Now, I've been interested in making our own filter for a while now. In fact, we got ghosted by a brand rep at Snapchat last year while I was trying to figure out if our team could make one on our own. So a few months ago, when Sophie Cherniak, who actually runs an augmented reality makeup company called Maquillar, reached out to us, I was like, bingo, bango, bongo, let's do it. All right, hi, Sophie. Yay, thank you so much for hopping on a call with me today. We're gonna make a filter.
Yes, I'm so excited.
I'm super excited. Sophie actually comes from the fashion world where she used to be an IRL makeup artist, and a few years ago decided to shift her focus from the physical world to the virtual one.
We design augmented reality filters for fashion and beauty brands and also artists and creators. And our mission is to really make sure that filters are not seen as a simple beautification tool, but rather seen as a cool artistic experience that you can experiment with.
And what's cool about AR makeup filters is that they let you creatively go beyond what's possible in real life
with additional tools of 3D and animation,
as well as allow your work to be seen by a larger audience.
And people get to experience it themselves.
So when talking about our own filter we're gonna make, with the sky seemingly being the limit on what we can do,
we can do textures like shimmering textures, glitter textures. For instance, we can create 3D objects that are rotating around you.
The next question is, what should we do?
So I've seen that you use like bats is one of your big things, but maybe we can work with that.
Bats is definitely on the table. We should probably do other stuff too, but bats is definitely on the table.
5 bat filters.
Bats.
I know, bats are kind of my thing, and in keeping with that, as well as giving Sophie some run room to create a cool filter, I felt like it would be fun to do something Halloween themed to release sometime in October.
I would love to do something where like people feel like inspired to either recreate it or like inspired by the look that we do to do like an even like more crazy, like bigger look.
We kind of touched on it before, but I've seen a lot of successful videos on TikTok where people will let a filter inspire or choose their look, so I figured we should try and play into that trend.
It would be cool to do something that is cool, but also like simple enough that people who are not just makeup artists could also like recreate it.
And I think people are always really willing to experiment with different makeup looks around Halloween. I've also noticed that people really like roulette style or randomized filters
As like this like element of like suspense, random outcome, and then payoff.
which adds another layer to the content you can create with the filter.
I feel like if we could incorporate some like gamified aspect, that'd be really cool. And also like it would maybe allow us, if we have a bunch of ideas, to like stick a bunch of ideas into one filter.
Yeah, that's for sure. It allows you to really pack it all in.
And to top it all off, we decided we should also include some 3D animated elements in our filter as well.
You know, maybe it like cycles through a few different Halloween looks and then it lands on bats, like you said, and then like there's bats on my eyes and then they like fly off or something like that. Like that would be really cute.
And the animated elements could be almost spooky or supernatural, so the AR component could mesh with the makeup looks really intuitively.
That would be fantastic. Yeah.
So our mission was to ideate 4 to 5 different Halloween looks that would fit this criteria. And to solidify our designs, we were gonna meet up with Sophie in New York, so we could really fine-tune how we wanted each one to look before she started to build them.
All right, so let's put our thinking caps on and then we'll see you in New York.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay, so here's the proverbial tea. We may or may not have done a filming trip to Canada, from which you'll be seeing a couple more videos, and New York may or may not have been the last stop on that trip. And when we were there, we met up with Sophie at a studio in Brooklyn.
All right, so we're here with Sophie.
Hello.
And we're gonna be doing makeup that is going to be digital, IRL, on my face today. And kind of like finessing it, you know?
Workshopping?
Workshopping. We're gonna be workshopping today.
And for our first of 5 looks, we had decided to go for an alien glam.
I actually wore some alien earrings.
Oh yeah.
Because in addition to bats, I am also a fan of hypothetical extraterrestrials.
Can we include sideburns in the filter?
Uh-oh. Sophie will just shave them off. She did want to bleach my eyebrows, and I was like,
It's not that scary.
And rather than just plain green or gray, we decided to go for kind of a pastel rainbow color palette.
So I'm thinking first we're gonna start with contour, but in pink, but like a weird contour.
great.
So I guess our alien is a little more Xenon the Sequel versus classic Area 51 vibes.
Do you believe in ancient aliens, Sophie?
Oh, I'm not that far into conspiracies.
It's on the History Channel, okay? It's not that crazy of a conspiracy.
So besides our pink and purple contour, we also did a purple and green eyeshadow look.
There are these engravings in Peru, these huge stone designs, but you can only see the whole design if you're like a couple hundred feet above it. And so they're like, oh, it's ancient landing pads for ancient aliens.
And glossy grayish purple lips.
I feel like I believe in ancient aliens, but I hope they're not coming back. Because I feel like I'd rather not be around when they come back.
Yeah.
And after checking in,
Oh, it's pretty cool. What do you think, Tyler?
I really like it, yeah.
Would you let me probe you?
I'm thinking about it.
we decided to amp up the pigment a bit and go for more green on the planes of the face.
I'm thinking maybe even green on the chin as a highlight.
Oh yeah, you could green me up.
And then
Time for rhinestones.
we added 2 rows of jewels to the cheeks to add to that glam otherworldly vibe, and decided to layer on even more glitter to make it really shiny.
Ooh. It is very flattering, kind of the curve, but it also reminds me of like a bulbous alien head at the same time.
And to finish it off, we went with some pale green mascara.
It makes the eyes look a little more like bald.
Right.
Bald and hairless and shiny and weird. Yeah, I agree.
Imagine bleached eyebrows.
So with our look complete,
All right, Sophie says I'm done.
It's awesome.
Filter locked. Well, makeup look that will then become a filter locked?
It's time to talk about what that means for Sophie building the AR filter. Unfortunately, because we decided to do a TikTok version and an Instagram version, Sophie's team has to build everything twice since the two use completely different software. On Instagram, you use Metaspark, and for TikTok, it's called Effect House. And the general idea is that you build both 2D and 3D elements of your look in different other creative programs, like Photoshop, Procreate, After Effects, and Blender, and then apply those effects onto a face mesh or face mask. Then you import those assets into Instagram's and TikTok's software, which have built-in AI capabilities that can project those things onto a face correctly. And for our alien look, there are about 7 different elements that Sophie's team had to build. The pink blush/contour, the green skin highlights, the rainbow eyeshadow look, the lip color, as well as the realistic reflective gloss were built in generally the same way on both platforms, but the remaining elements were a bit trickier. Instagram has more ability to deal with 3D objects and metallic textures, so on there, the lashes are 3-dimensional, and the glitter on the skin and the crystals will sparkle as you move your head. Whereas on TikTok, the lashes are drawn 2-dimensionally, the crystals don't really sparkle, and there's actually no glitter texture at all. On top of all of that, we also added on an animated element for this look,
Spinning iridescent pearl planets around the head. That's the plan.
which Sophie and her team animated in 3D so they will rotate around your head and then strategically hid them in specific places to create the illusion that they are disappearing behind you. Pretty fancy. So now that we have some idea of what we're doing, let's show you guys the rest of the looks.
4 more.
For our second design, we decided to go for kind of a Frozen Snow Queen vibe.
I feel like every time I say Frozen out loud, I immediately think Elsa, but I mean more like White Witch from Narnia. That's what's in my head.
And the look includes multiple large snowflakes on the face,
We're in business now. Ooh, it's cold.
for which Sophie ended up using this large airbrush machine and stencils.
A snowflake?
A snowflake.
All right.
And then to add some frostbitten vibes, we went with pink in different areas of the face,
So we're gonna use red to make you look more pale.
like cheeks and lips, just because adding white as an overall color won't necessarily read correctly across different skin tones, whereas pink will read as cold more universally.
Do I look cryogenically frozen?
A little bit.
Like that one guy's head?
Ted Williams.
Yeah.
We also added gel and snow to both my brows and lashes,
Looks so real.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
which really tied the look together for me.
I was gonna go, do not cite the deep magic to me, witch. But then that's what Aslan says.
Yeah, that's the opposite.
What does the White Witch say? I've got some Turkish delights.
That's it, yeah.
Betray your family.
And with our ice look solidified,
You look like you're ready to like off a magical lion.
Yeah. Just a little stabby stab.
we ended up with 6 different static elements that Sophie's team had to build. A speckling of snow for the middle of the face, snow on the brows, snow on the lashes, which are once again 3-dimensional on Instagram but made 2-dimensional on TikTok, white eyeshadow, a kiss of pink on the lips, and blush on the cheeks. And the snowflakes were gonna be our animated element for this look,
We thought of them kind of appearing and disappearing, so they're gonna like grow on and off.
Oh, as though you're freezing. Oh, yeah, like that.
which she built by making 2 static snowflake face meshes and then using patches or code to cross-dissolve between them.
I'm just filming up my nose. Look at the snow.
So after all that, it was time to thaw me.
Did Sophie do this, or is that my scalp? A question.
And turn up the heat, because it was time for...
The devil look.
The devil look, yes.
Part of this look was inspired by the monochromatic makeup trend on TikTok a few months back, started by Madeline Pompey.
We're basically turning my hairs red. The hairs on my face. I shaved my mustache off before that, so that's out of it. But
Well, we can do the lips instead then.
So taking inspo from that, we and the programmers had 5 red static elements to build, starting with the brows.
this is the part that Sophie wanted to bleach. So everyone be on the lookout, okay?
So we're gonna struggle now.
The brows were actually built quite differently on the 2 platforms. On TikTok, Sophie basically just drew them out in Photoshop, but on Instagram, she was able to make it so that a digital concealer in the color of the wearer's skin was projected on top of their brows, and then the red devil brows appear on top of that. In real life, my monstrous caterpillars made Sophie's job a bit harder.
Flaming hot Cheeto eyebrows?
A little bit.
I probably should have let her bleach them. Then we added a red winged liner,
Sophie's got the This face going, I feel okay about it.
as well as a pair of digital and IRL red lashes.
I feel like a bird.
You gotta have Muppet vibes.
The resemblance is uncanny.
Hey.
And then finally, a red lip.
Oh. I do look like a Muppet.
To take things one step further, we decided to go with red contacts.
Oh, damn, that's gnarly.
They look like little olives.
They do look like olives. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Ah! Oh my god. What do you think?
And these were pretty freaky.
Hello, Tyler. Can I probe you?
Yeah, you're very out of focus, but
Great. How do we feel about the look? How do we feel about the look, guys?
I can't look at you.
What's wrong?
It's like I can't see
Why
you
not?
with this brightness.
What's wrong?
And for the animated element for this look, we were gonna have some little devil horns grow in on top of your head, which Sophie's team had to sculpt three-dimensionally.
like Saf is determined to stare right at Sophie.
I'm adopting some weird mannerism where I'm like cocking my head a little bit. What do you think? What do you think?
And with the look locked and sent to hell,
What's up? What's up, Doc?
I think it's fantastic. I'm so freaked out, so I think that's
So you wanted to be over.
the direction we're... No.
This is great. Next look, please.
it was time for us to move on to look number 4.
This is what came off my eyebrows.
Now for our penultimate look, we decided to go with a classic, the Spiderweb eyeliner.
Sophie handed me this little tiny spider, which is cute now, but I'm worried that like when it's in my peripheral, I'm gonna start getting freaked out. You know what I mean? It's like, oh.
Obviously, the main element of this look is the winged eyeliner and the web that hangs down from it.
The spider's looking for a place over in Brooklyn. That's turnkey ready.
But in our filters, we also included some extra lashes.
How's Hunters International?
Yeah.
Spider edition.
Exactly, yeah.
On my face, they got lots of square footage.
Yeah.
Strange amount of hair.
At least there's not crown molding.
Yeah.
They hate crown molding.
And once that was all on, it was time for Mr. Spider to move in.
Is he cute?
Yeah.
He's cute.
It's like one of those like beauty marks that they used to put on in the Victorian era.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
To cover syphilis spots.
You got syphilis in your cheek.
Perfect. Love it.
I guess this one has less of a specific costume that it goes with and is more just a Halloween makeup vibe.
Ooh.
But it could always fit with a witch costume, or if you want to follow in my kindergarten self's footsteps, a Charlotte's Web costume.
It kind of like suits me.
It does.
Could be my everyday look.
And for our animated element, we wanted to have the spider move up and down a thread of web on one side, which the Maquillart team did by making a GIF of the spider bouncing up and down, and then importing it into the filter.
We should name him. Yeah. Maurice. That's his name.
And they also used a patch to tell it to animate when the user blinks their eye.
It just came to mind. Yeah, I looked at him.
Yeah.
It came to me.
And after nixing the idea of doing even more webs on the inner corners, we moved on to our final look,
Oh, bye.
which was, of course, bats.
It's freaking bats.
Okay. We had decided to pretty much go with our original idea of having bats on my lashes, sort of inspired by this pair of lashes I bought last year.
Oh.
There's little baby bats.
And the twist to it is that the bats are gonna fly in the filter.
And this look is fairly straightforward, with 3 static elements: winged black eyeliner, lashes, of course, with some bats on them,
Do you see the bat?
I think I do. Holy
and a black lip.
Ready?
Yes.
Let her rip.
Once again, this look is more vibes than like an actual costume,
Oh, yeah.
but I, of course, am obsessed with it.
I really like where you put the bats.
Yeah, they're all in odd places.
Yeah, because they're trying to escape, right?
Right, they're flying.
Yeah, they're flying off. They're flying away.
And the way Sophie's team animated our airborne friends is by making a GIF of them flying away in After Effects and then importing that into the respective AR programs.
The origin will be your lash line, and then the bats will fly out, maybe to the sides.
And she also told the bats to fire specifically when the user blinks their eyes.
Well, I'm loving this look. I'm about to go out into the streets of New York wearing this, so I think let's call it a day. And next time you see me, hopefully we'll have some AR filters to play with. It's pizza time.
Pizza.
So with our looks locked, we gave Sophie and her team a few weeks to build until they were finally ready for us to take a peek.
All right, so we're a couple days away from launching the filter, and Sophie sent us some test links so we can check out our filters and see how they're looking on the face. Ooh, oh, we're in. Oh my God. It started off with the devil and now it's just happening. It's happening. It's fast. Oh!
And it was kind of surreal to finally be able to try our filters on.
Okay, yeah, the Instagram one is working as well, really well.
And though there might be a few small changes from this version to the final published one, I am proud to introduce to you all our Ice Queens.
And it's animating. The snowflakes are growing and going away and coming back. I'm freezing, thawing, and freezing once more.
Our Spider,
Ooh, the spider looks great.
who has fully moved into his townhouse in Sideburn Heights.
Oh my God, he's so cute. What did we name him again? Jerome? Maurice? Why did I say Jerome? Where did Jerome come from? Yep, he's there, and then he descends, then he bounces, then he crawls back up.
Then we have our spontaneously disappearing flying bats,
Ooh, the bats! Oh my God, yes, the bats look so good.
who are hell-bent on vacating my eyelashes as fast as possible.
Every time I bat my lashes, they pop out.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I bat my lashes, bats fly out.
There you go.
Speaking of hell, we have the devil,
Ooh, devil. Oh yeah, and the devil horns grow in. Oh yeah, the contacts look as terrifying as ever. The lashes look great. My eyebrows might be a bit robust for the filter, just a little. Maybe we might need to add like one more layer of hair, but that also just be my eyebrows.
Bursting at the seams.
Yeah, a little bit.
but Sophie did get to exercise some of her desire to bleach my brows with our Instagram version.
Oh, wow. The eyebrows look actually probably more terrifying on Instagram. Yeah, it looks like I put glue over my brows, you know? Or like I put a bald cap on.
And then finally, we have our glam alien.
Ooh, alien. Finally. Oh, it looks great.
This look does not spontaneously grow you the ancient alien meme guy's hair,
That should be a bonus feature of this filter.
but it does introduce some unidentified flying objects in the form of our spinning orbs.
They're circling me. Oh, there they are. Hello, friends.
And welcome to this orbit.
Hello and welcome to my head.
And though the Instagram version does have a little bit more complexity to it,
Oh yeah, you can see more like glitter on the alien for sure. There's like different things happening.
both versions are pretty mesmerizing.
I think that something that's kind of underrated about this look though is like the very intricate eyeshadow. Like it's kind of like a prismatic, like rainbow look.
Now, the only other thing that we haven't mentioned, which you guys have now seen, is the randomizer that Sophie coded into the filter, which basically makes the filter cycle through the different options and settle on one based on whatever number comes up here. The only thing is that it cycles through at very different rates on TikTok versus Instagram.
On TikTok, it's like a little, it goes really fast.
Yeah.
Really fast.
But that's just because the platforms make it that way.
All right, so those are our filters as they stand now. I think they look great overall. There are a couple of notes that we have that I think Sophie should be able to turn in like the few days that we have before we launch. But overall, they're looking pretty spooky. I'm a little scared. Hand back here. Not so tough now.
Now, to promote our release, we decided to film a letting my filter choose my Halloween makeup look video to show off both the filter and a possible use case. And for this launch video,
I got snowflake. That's not what I want. I want bats.
I went ahead and recreated the bat lashes look. Yes, I did rig the result.
All right, so we made our own filter and I'm gonna let it choose my Halloween makeup look. And I got bats. Haha, bats. It's freaking bats.
To do this, we used tiny little bat glitters,
This is behind the scenes of a TikTok. Tweezing bat glitter off of a table.
Excuse you.
It's very impressive. I mean,
This is hard.
and a bat-shaped eyeliner stamp to mimic the ones in the air.
Oh, wow. Okay, they do look like they're flying off your face now.
And to finish off the look,
Okay, let's get suited up.
I threw on the old faithful batwing dress.
You're a giant bat floating in the wind.
And once we had that all pieced together, it was time for us to hit publish on everything.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Butter up.
So with everything live, it was basically our come to Jesus moment. Would anyone use our filter at all?
All right. So it's been a little less than 2 days, but a little more than a day since we released our filter. And overall, it seems like people are liking it generally.
In the first day or so, both of our posts had done pretty well.
Our TikTok has about 500,000 views and has over 100,000 likes, which is pretty cool. And then our Schminstagram has about 800,000 views and about 87,000 likes.
But it was clear from the get-go that even though our Instagram filter had a few more bells and whistles, our TikTok filter was a lot more popular.
On Instagram, which has more views, but less likes, but more views, there have been 20 reels made using our filter. And on TikTok, there are almost 2,000. So the difference is pretty stark. I think part of the difference might be that people just don't casually make Instagram Reels versus people like are willing to casually make a TikTok video. But I also think it might just be, you know, where the heat is, where the peeps are.
There's definitely a chance of people using the filter in their Instagram stories versus as Reels, but that's gonna be pretty hard for us to track.
Okay, so we'll check back in a couple of days and see how things are going.
Now, over the next couple of weeks, we also did a few additional posts promoting the filter, and I also reached out to a handful of different creators to see if they would be interested in using it in their content. But the trends we saw from the first day pretty much continued, with people on Instagram using it a bit less, though occasionally in stories, and people on TikTok using it a lot more. And we even achieved a bit of a viral loop, as we caught it on the trending filter tab a couple of times, which was pretty cool, albeit a bit far down. But regardless of which platform they were on, we got some really amazing results from people recreating and getting inspired by the filter. And not just from people I asked to use it, I swear. The devil seemed to be a popular one to recreate, as you can see with this reel by our very own Hopescope, and in this TikTok by Valeria Eros, where she totally nails that devilishly seductive vibe. Though people did also make some really impressive art with little Maurice and our spiderweb eyeliner, like Glam Geo NYC and Alice King makeup with her bejeweled version. We had a couple of bat looks like these ones from Robert Welsh and Splashes Lashes, a couple of icy looks like this snowflake spiderweb from Rain Cornelius, and we did also have a few brave souls take on the glam alien, like Judy and Green Eggs and Glam, and they totally nailed it. Our friend Rinrin also took on the alien, but she kind of turned it into this celestial unicorn thing. Besides that, we did have some people venture outside of the makeup realm, as Super Ray Dizzle used the filter in a drawing she made, Peachy Slime actually made a custom Red Devil slime inspired by the filter, Murder Queen created a Red Devil vintage pinup look, and Simply Nailogical did us some nail art inspired by the devil as well. Also, a quick shout out to the Art of Bella, who I think basically recreated our entire filter in The Sims, which is pretty impressive. And now, for the final results. As of a few days before this video goes live, the Instagram version has about 300 reels made with it that total about 4 million impressions, and the TikTok version has about 90,000 videos made with it that total about 22 million views and about 2 million likes. I have to be honest, I'm pretty blown away by the response to the filter. I was hoping we would have at least a few people use it, but to have literally tens of thousands of people not only see it, but actually make content with it themselves is really amazing. So a huge thank you to Sophie and the Maquillard team. They totally killed it, and it was really impressive to see what they were able to make out of our ideas. Let us know in the comments below if you have an idea for our next filter, and you can now click off this video and use the Halloween by Soft filter on Instagram or TikTok.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and once again, a big thank you to Honey for sponsoring this video. If you liked that video, make sure to smash that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Here are our various short form and social media handles, and here's our merch website. And with that, I will see you guys next time.